Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We've got another Toronto Raptor video. We're going to talk about Svi Mykhailiuk at 24 years old, standing at 6'7" with a 6'5" wingspan, 36% career three-point shooter. When the Raptors first signed Svi, I was very surprised. This was something that for some reason, I was not anticipating this one bit. Once you did a little bit of digging, once you did a little bit of research, you put the pieces together, it makes a whole lot of sense. And man, is it turning out. Yeah, we've only played 3 preseason games, but Svi, he's looking pretty solid. So welcome back to the channel. If you guys enjoy this video, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. I post Raptors content 7 days a week. I know you guys would like it. Any like, any comment, any share, it helps the algorithm so much. So thank you guys for all the support. Let's try and get this video to 100 likes. Svi, it's only been 3 preseason games, but he is demonstrating worth not only offensively, but also defensively. Last year in 30 games with the Oklahoma City Thunders and 36 games with the Detroit Pistons, he put up some pretty good stats. However, Detroit definitely didn't seem like it was treating him all that well. He was only averaging 17.5 minutes per game in the first half of the season. Then he ends up getting traded to Oklahoma City, where he puts up 10.3 points per game, 3 rebounds, 1.8 assists, and he shoots the 3 ball at a 34% clip. So shooting the ball, he's a shooter. He can play make. I don't think that too many people were aware of that fact. I think most people just assumed he was a solid 3-point shooter. When he first came into the league, he was shooting 40%, 50%, but it was in very small stints, very small playing time, limited playing time, not too many games early on in his career. Looking at his career, 36%, that is definitely more than capable for the Toronto Raptors, and that's something. That was what I had just assumed that they had signed him for. I was like, oh, okay, so they got Svi. He's a 3-point shooter, and that's really all I thought about it. But altogether, he brings some really good energy, and it's great to see him put in a lot of work just on both ends. Like, it really is making a difference, and early on, he's got to be one of Nick Nurse's favorite players. I mean, like I said, his reputation was pretty much a shooter, but he has not only been able to play make, but he's doing all the small things really well. He's cutting a lot. He's moving around without the ball. He's playing good, high-energy defense, and this is all just extra sweetener when you think about it, because you really thought you were getting a shooter. Now, obviously, the Toronto Raptors, Nick Nurse probably saw something a little bit different. The GM, the president, they saw something. They saw this in Svi. But for me, I'm like, it makes me feel like a big casual. Like, oh yeah, he's a great 3-point shooter. He can do so much more. So the Raps play 2 more times tonight against the Houston Rockets, when I'm sure a lot of you guys, when you watch this game, will be over. Then they play tomorrow against the Washington Wizards. As far as Svi goes, last game against Boston, he tallied 12 points, 4 rebounds in 22 minutes, also threw in 2 of 5 from downtown. So I think he is going to see something very similar, 22, maybe even 25 minutes per game for these next 2 matchups. And this is something that is just so reassuring, because it's everyone knew, we all knew the Raptors had a deep bench heading into the season, but it's nice to see all these younger players as well, like really picking up the slack and really looking like they're going to be able to contribute to multiple wins and hopefully a deep playoff run for this Toronto Raptors team that's kind of looking for an identity past Kyle Lowry. With the energy, the effort that Svi is playing with, he is definitely going to be on Nick Nurse's good side, and he is going to see plenty of game opportunity and playing time if he keeps playing like this. And he should, by all means. He's a really solid player, and he could be poised for a nice breakout role, breakout season this year. Could be a hidden gem in the Toronto Raptors offseason. So that's going to be it for today. Once again, let's get this video to 100 likes. I will post a recap video to this Raptors Rocket game if you want to stay tuned for that. So, peace.